Chidima never wanted to kill EFF. Zuma wants to kill the EFF. That's why we must not support him. That is the difference. Anyone who recruits from amongst us, anyone who wants to kill this organization is the enemy of the people. Only the EFF can unite Africans in South Africa. Do not be intimidated by the name MK. There's nothing MK about those people. There's nothing soldiers about those people. Do not be scared of them. I am not scared of them. I'm taking them for toe now, and I'll do that until I'm satisfied that they are playing very far from this organization.
I'm not even aware of that. But one thing which we know is that Mkhonto weSizwe is not existing to destroy any political party. We are appealing to majority of the voters of South Africa. There is no need to destroy the economic freedom fighters. No, the MK can get 2/3 of majority in terms of the vote in South Africa without taking a single vote from the EFF. The EFF was not voted by 91% of the people of South Africa. So there is no need to concentrate our energy in trying to destroy the economic freedom fighters. Our focus is to persuade a majority of the people of South Africa, but is to persuade a lot of progressive forces to associate with the Mkhonto weSizwe.
Welcome everyone to another epic episode, and I am your host Usabelo Wakazuma Umsholozi. Let's just get into it. EFF leader Julius Malema has lambasted against the MK party and declared them to be enemy number one, including their leader, former President Jacob Zuma. He said that their agenda and their mission was just one, was for them to destroy the EFF, and he says no one who has that agenda, who wants to disband the EFF, will ever be a friend to the EFF. That person will be declared the worst enemy of all time, right? So seems like our journalists are just enjoying this war between those who left the EFF to join the MK party and those who now have senior positions in the MK party. Why do I say that? Because they will go to Julius Malema and say Floyd and Dali said 1, 2, 3 about the EFF, and you know Julius Baba, we are keeper naza look around umqomo, then Julius athat, and Julius will talk and talk and talk. You understand? And some of the things, the remarks that he's saying are not good, right? They are provocative. They are causing these ones now to say, you must respond. You must respond. Even if the EFF has come out, the likes of Abatali Mpofu, and said that the EFF is the MK party. Sorry, is not in the mission of attacking other people's characters and individuality. So their manifesto has that law that says that they must respect others and not defame other people's personalities, right? But they will just throw a bomb. A bomb will be just thrown there, because recently Floyd was asked about the remarks of Julius Malema in saying that these leaders who left the EFF, they wanted to collapse the EFF, right? So Floyd has responded and said, no, these leaders is because they made a political decision, right, consciously to move from whatsoever political party that they moved from. He's saying that it was not only the EFF as a political party that was targeted. There are also other political parties involved, like the ATM, the ANC, and others, right? There are some people, prominent leaders who came from those political parties to come and join the MK party. So he just put aside all those allegations to say that the agenda of the MK party was targeting the EFF. We don't know. Maybe Julius is right, because remember what he said. He said that Dalimpofu had all figured it out on how the EFF is going to be taken to be under the wing of Umkhonto Wesizwe, right? Maybe that proposal came to Julius. We will never know what happened in those secret meetings, right? But Floyd has denied them those allegations and said that no, it's because they are older, they can make conscious decisions for themselves to see which party is progressive, and they will join that party. He says that was their agenda, right? So I want us to look just a few key points, right? So number one, Umkhonto Wesizwe is not existing to destroy any political party. Floyd Shivambu said that, right? So number two, he said the EFF, there are 91% of South Africans who never voted for the EFF, right? So there's no need for the MK party maybe to target the EFF, because it only gets 9 point something percent. It says that is not a winning number, it's just the low number, right? So number three, it says that the EFF, it is a small fiefdom that have no potential or whatsoever to win the electoral power in South Africa. So he's saying that the EFF is just a small party, will not win ever any political power in South Africa, because it is there just in the 9%, right? So number four is saying the focus is to persuade people in their majority to vote for the MK party. So number five, he says that because it's always the agenda is for them to put a united front to unite the black people to have this big one vote, so that the MK party will become the ruling party, right? So the MK party now, let's just look at the agenda of what is the agenda of the MK party, because recently the MK party has assembled the best of the black professionals, like former CEOs and former leaders, private sector leaders, public sector leaders. So they've taken those people whom we know, and some of them we know that they had allegations of corruption, right, as they were part forming the cabinet of Jacob Zuma, especially when it comes to a state capture report, right? So let me just outline something. There was never a discovery of declaring these ones guilty, right? Because there's a law in South Africa that says innocent until proven guilty. That's why we are saying those were allegations, but there was no formidable eviction or outcome from the courts to say that these ones are charged and this is the crime and this is the sentence, right? By the way, we're still waiting for that, for the Zondo report recommendations, right? But it seems like they are not going anywhere. All right, let's just name some few people who came from different organizations, including the EFF, to see whether what Julius is saying is true or what Floyd Shivambu is saying is true, right? Okay. The likes of our Brian Molefe. You remember Brian Molefe? Brian Molefe is a former CEO at Eskom, right? So what has been said a lot about him is that during his tenure, there was no load shedding, right? So the rest is just a propaganda, wanting to make a black man to look bad. You know what they say, right? So number two is Lakim Montana, which was the chief executive officer of the passenger railway. So we know that even Lakim Montana, he was accused now of somewhat corruption, but that one we never knew what happened to that story, but what we know is that he was accused. So most of these guys, they were accused. So another one is Busisiwe Mukhwebane. Busisiwe Mukhwebane is a former public protector and a former EFF parliament member of the EFF. That is Busisiwe Mukhwebane. So another one is Dalimpofu. So Dalimpofu, we know that his profession is an advocate, he's an one of the lawyers representing the MK party, but now he's decided to join the MK party. He was the EFF national chairperson in Gauteng. That was Dalimpofu, right? So another one, we have John Shope. So John Shope is an ex-judge president of the Western Cape Division of the High Court of South Africa. So we know that not long ago he was impeached by Parliament and he was accused of wrongdoing. So he needed to be recalled and he was out. But the MK party has just brought him back. So another one we have is Zwanele Manyi. So Mzanele Manyi is the member of EFF. He was in Parliament, but you know, Manyi is those people who joined. They said that he was part of those who formatted the ATM, and later he joined the JG Zuma Foundation to be the spokesperson of the former president. Then later he joined the EFF, and he left the EFF. Now he joined the MK party. So Mzwanele Manyi, he's busy. To me, but he's busy. We all knew that he will align himself back to Jacob Zuma, right? Then the list does not end there. We have Andile Mqotama. Andile Mqotama is the president of the BLF, Black First Land First Movement, a political party that didn't do quite well. But with the numbers that he has, he has chosen now to join to be part of the MK party and is now the member of parliament for the MK party, right? Then we have now the big fish. I never thought in my wildest dream that I will see this man wearing a t-shirt that has former President Jacob Zuma's face on it. It was just unbelievable. It's like, you know, there's this time where you'll say, like, is this a dream or is this a reality? I don't believe I'm called or the ways in is this Floyd, the D Floyd from the EFF, the whole deputy president of the EFF. So Floyd was the member of parliament. Not only that, he was the deputy president of the EFF. Not only that, he's the co-founder of the EFF. We don't understand. The EFF belongs to him. He founded the party together with Julius Malema, Andile Mqotama, and so forth. Right? So, you know, yeah, by the time somebody they fought, then abanye basivulela ama political parties abo bama now, right? Then we have another man, a man with the ponytail, a man who need no introduction, from Mpumalanga. Yes, Papa Penny goes by the name of Eric Kovano. He's a former ANC councillor who was not happy saying that the ANC never recognized him as an artist and to give him the flowers that he deserves. Seems like he has moved and joined to the MK party and now is now the member of parliament, right? So another prominent leader that left was Willis Mkhunu. Right? Willis Mkhunu is a former premier of KwaZulu Natal, and he was a minister there. I think he's the Minister of Transport in KZN. So Willis Mkhunu comes from the ANC, resigned at the ANC, has now joined the MK party, right? So another one that we have is Mpho Murulani. So Mpho Murulani is a former EFF student command. He has joined the MK party. And we have Makasela Mzobe, who was the EFF member. He had the high position there in the EFF, right? So some of these people, they left after Floyd Nabutali, so they just came along, right? So another one is Mabato Mukawuse. Yes, Mabato Mukawuse is an EFF National Organizer Commissar, right? She has joined the Umkhonto weSizwe, right? So another one, we have Colin Makubele, the leader of South African Rainbow Alliance, known as Sarah. We know that she has joined also Umkhonto weSizwe. So we have different political parties represented, like the ANC, like the South African Rainbow Alliance, Sarah. We have former CEOs who were running government enterprises, like Montana and Brian Mulife. So we have She was a public representative running a state organ, right? The public protector office. Yeah. So we have these black professionals and we have these political leaders who just come in and join Umkhonto weSizwe, right? So you will understand Floyd when he says that no, it is no, the EFF was not only the targeted political party, but they spoke with different political parties, especially those who are not part of the GNU, maybe to come and form this one big alliance, right? So Julius Malema does not think so because he disagrees. So when I check at this list, this is not all the members of the opposition who have joined there. MK party, but these are the prominent, or let me say famous one that we know who have joined the MK party, right? So when I count the well-known people from which political parties that was mostly affected, the EFF is the mostly affected political party. Why I say that is because to the list that I've given, 7 members, do you understand? 7 members came from the EFF to join Umkhonto weSizwe, right? So the South African Rainbow Alliance, we never saw many people exiting, right? The ANC, we never saw many people exiting. Maybe in other political parties, the ATM and others, right? Even Zungula, I've heard that is heard the rumor. It's a rumor that is planning to join the MK party. But the massive exodus came from the EFF, and these were people who were strong and people who understood deeply the EFF. People that you never thought that you will ever see them leaving the EFF, right? No matter what happened. Imagine leaving something that you've started. Yo, Jacob Zuma, I don't know what he said to about Floyd or Fit. And about Floyd, they look happy, by the way, because I attended one of their rallies and I was very happy to see Floyd. You know, Floyd, you need to listen to him, right? Floyd is very smart. I now understand why Julius Malema wanted him to take the Ministry of Finance portfolio, right? Floyd is very good. That is one thing I'll tell you about Floyd. But imagine people like Floyd, they have that nerve and courage to just leave something that they've started in order to join Jacob Zuma or to build up the MK party. Because the MK party is growing. And since Floyd came in and these other prominent leaders, the MK party is another engine. Maybe their voice may not be heard there in Parliament, right? Because Parliament is like a different platform. But you see outside now, on the political arena, on the ground, working with the ground forces, the MK party is doing a very brilliant job. And I think these guys, they are the masters of marketing, right? Look at now what they are doing. They are doing rallies all over South Africa, province to province. And you know what they are doing? They are alluring the voters to have maybe a second thought about MK. Even that person who never considered the MK to be a threat, but they made themselves to be relevant in the news, in the radio station, on social media. And you know what influence does that come with? That is why our Floyd, they can anticipate to say the MK party will be in the next few years one of the biggest political party ever. To be bigger than what or to be smaller than what, we don't know. But one thing that they are certainly for sure of is that this party is growing massively each and every day. The people who are doing car parades, car convoys, the people who are doing marching, the people who are singing, the people who are attending rallies, those people are zealed up. They have this fire about the MK party. And you know what does that say? It makes all these political parties not to have that thing There's that thing that calls people to say, join us. Even if you were not planning to march and to join and to sing, to chant with them, you will end up chanting with them because they are bringing that thing to say it is exciting to be here. That is the danger of the MK party. And that is the danger of having black professionals who know how to do their jobs, who know how to ask the right questions, and who knows how to deliver anything that needs to be delivered professionally, because these guys, they were running big corporates, these guys, they were running government entities, these guys, some of them, they have good record regardless of allegations because they are not proven, but we can testify that these guys, they have good record. So what is Jacob Zuma cooking? Only time will tell us. Let us wait and see what this MK party will become, having these big names, big guns, and having these big plans. Please don't forget to hit the subscribe button and to support this channel so that we grow bigger than where we are. I am Sabilo Zuma, Umsholozi Ungamalala. Until we meet again, and I'm out. Bye.